Okay, guys, I think Yogender is here. Yogender, you're there?
Yeah. Hello? Is my voice not reachable?
Okay, you've come as Prabhat Kumar.
Yeah.
Switch
Oh,
on the
actually,
camera. Yogender. We want to see the Prabhat Kumar behind.
Prabhat Kumar तो नहीं है.
Switch on the camera. You'll be switching on the camera? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
मुझे मेरा लैपटॉप होगा ना अपडेट चला गया बीच में.
So yeah, guys, one of the important things that you should not do before an interview is कि interview के पहले join कर लिया, मतलब interview से 5 minutes पहले just join the interview, okay, and see if your laptop is updated or not. नहीं तो ये rejection ऐसे ही आ जाता है. ठीक है,
अचानक से वो बोल रहा है.
Yeah, Windows is like Windows में this is the thing, right? You can always get surprised. Yeah. ठीक है. Okay. Where can you remove me from co-host? Like someone added me as co-host, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's start, guys. Yeah. Okay, so guys, as you've been waiting from quite a long time, just to see Yogender. Okay, so Yogender, as you guys have heard, that he's gotten rejected quite a lot of times, and people are very much interested. Why were you getting rejected so many times? What were your learnings? And like, how do you face so many rejections? Okay, and then how do you then finally end up cracking a 10 LPA plus offer? So people want to know that, right? Like, so people. Okay, guys, don't unmute yourself. Okay, like please, guys, don't unmute yourself. Raise your hands. We'll take each and every questions right after the session. Okay, we'll do each and everything. So yeah, just wait. Just be a little patient, and we'll do everything. Okay, so guys. Yogender comes from a product support background. Okay, basically, he was a product support. Like people who do not know about it, Yogender would be talking about his roles and responsibilities in his previous organization and how they are different in the current organization. Okay, he'll be talking a lot about why you should become an SDE, moreover. Okay, and yeah, and the pretty interesting portions would be like how did he go about preparing, what were the interviews like, and like how many offers did he crack? Okay, like so that's also I think a lot of people have asked for this question. So how many offers did he crack? So people would like you'll also get an answer to that. Okay, the entire session, like basically Yogender, like we questioning Yogender would roughly last for 30 to 40 minutes, and then guys we'll open the mic for anyone to ask questions. Okay, so just stay tuned for the 30 to 40 minutes. We'll ask the generic questions which all of you have posted. We'll ask that to Yogender first, and then basically, start taking your like your own. Like you can ask questions individually as well. Okay. Yeah, guys. Okay. So Yogender. Okay, let's start with a small introduction, Yogender. Like about you, like Yogender. Like where do you? Can you give a brief introduction, Yogender? Basically.
Hi, my name is Yogender. As you can see, I'm joining with from Prabhat Kumar laptop. As already sir said that you have to update your laptop and you could not join the meeting for 5 minutes. And right now I'm working as an Node.js developer in the Christian company. Yeah, right now my package is also up 10 LPA right now. And here's responsibilities and roles are very much different from the previous organization that I'm working in. In my previous organizations, in my previous organizations, I'm working as a support developer. There's nothing much I have to do in this. We generally take the customers' problems and do and resolve that problems. But now in this organizations, we have to resolve the problems, not to take the customers first, but take the company first.
Makes sense. So Yogender, like a pretty interesting question which everyone wants to know is like when did you start coding? Okay, like when did you start coding? When did you start coding for the first time? And basically, when did you start coding seriously? Like when did you start taking coding seriously?
First time I'm coding in my 11th, but basically when I take a CS for my completions over, and then after I left the coding for 4 years because my engineering college I do the electrical engineering. I'm not from the tech from I'm from non-tech. sites. I'm doing the B.Tech from electrical engineering. So basically, I left.
Guys,
Please, can you unmute yourself? Like, I'm not able to find who is there. Who is on mute?
Razika,
Fine thing. And
Razika.
Radhika, can you unmute yourself?
Can you mute yourself? Sorry.
Yeah. मतलब mute yourself. Sorry. ठीक है. उसका
Yeah,
मतलब
basically, I left my coding practice for 4 years because of my college. I'm doing the electrical engineering, but after that, I पता चला वो कि coding is very much essential for the to need the survive in this industry. So I took the coding exams, and then I searched many areas to develop myself in the coding area, but still I didn't get any benefits. Then I got software from the Google when I searching through. Then I joined there, and that time I started coding seriously with the softwares.
Makes sense. So basically, So basically, you were coding on and off, like most of the computer science grads, but you're not doing it that seriously. And then you joined. I'm guessing you joined the product support role, and then you realize that coding is what I have to do, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's good. Okay, so Yogender, basically, so basically, you knew a little bit of coding. Like I maybe not an absolute beginner is what I'll call you, but yeah, a little bit. As in so you how will you rate yourself? Like as in before joining before joining Sharpener, what was your this thing what was your level of coding? Like how much give you coding problem? Like how much were you able to solve?
Before I said my 3.5 or 3 because I didn't know about the coding. I just no, but I did not know how much the coding, how depth is there. 2.5 or 3. Or after I can rate myself for 8.5 or 8.6.
Nice. That's really nice. Okay. So Yogender, now let's come to basically your role in the previous organization. Okay. So what was the work like as in product support? Because I understand a lot of people want to know what is product support exactly about, and is it something can you explain a little bit about it, product support?
In product support, basically we have worked on the Linux or SQL, but in this we have to available for 24 hours, 24 into 7 hours. It's not possible that it's maybe morning shift, maybe night shift, maybe day shift. The shift is also changeable, and the work is also hectic there. You have to be available whenever the problem is coming. In the software, they are giving us time. You have to 4 or 5 days to complete their tasks. But in the product support, you don't have a time. The problems come, you have to be solved right now. It doesn't mean you are eating or doesn't mean you are sleeping.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Totally, I'm getting you. Yogender. So Yogender, now basically the interesting part, okay, basically now you had a 24-hour role in the previous organization. So how were you managing time with Sharpener? How were you doing the course? As in because this would be an inspirational for people who say कि time नहीं मिलता है, distract हो जाते हैं, ये हो जाते हैं. तुम कैसे manage कर रहे थे?
टाइम तो निकालना पड़ता था. मेरा ऑफिस प्रीवियस था 8 o'clock स्टार्ट होता था, and I woke up at 6 o'clock and start coding for 6 to 7:30, and then I go to office. And ऑफिस में कभी-कभी जब टाइम प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आते थे तो मैं फिर भी शार्पनर में लगा रहता था. थोड़ा सा कोड कर लेता बीच-बीच में, टाइम तो मिलेगा नहीं, कभी भी आ सकते हैं प्रॉब्लम्स. फिर वही एक साथ टाइम मेरा बीच-बीच में जहाँ टाइम मिला तभी मोस्ट ऑफ द बैचेस का 6 month 4 या 5 month में निकल रहा था. मेरा 8 month में निकला क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस में भी चल रहा था साथ-साथ में और यहाँ पर भी चल रहा था.
Okay.
थोड़ा टाइम लगा मेरा.
Makes sense. मतलब okay. तो यहाँ पे so तुम बोल रहे हो कि मतलब ऐसे कि ऑफिस अगर 8 बजे शुरू होता था तो you used to wake up early at 6 o'clock and then do your work and everything, right? मतलब do your sharpener का thing and then take it to office, right? So that's what you were doing, right? एंड रफली तुम्हें मतलब 8 months लगा, राइट? 8 months के आसपास लगा, राइट योगेंद्र?
Yes.
तो मतलब इसमें इफेक्टिव कितना था? मतलब ऐसे लाइक तुमने मतलब कुछ बीच में गैप्स वैप्स लिए क्या? ऐसा कुछ था क्या तुम्हारा योगेंद्र, कि कैसा था सिचुएशन कि यू वर
सर
कंसिस्टेंट?
गैप्स कंसिस्टेंट था, लेकिन सर टाइम वो था, ऑफिस था, ऑफिस भी चल रहा था साथ में, टाइम इतना नहीं हो रहा था मेरे को देने के लिए साथ को, इसलिए कंसिस्टेंट था मैं। हर दिन 1 घंटा आधा घंटा ही हर दिन 1 घंटा आधा घंटा देना ही देना है।
सही सही। तो मतलब इसीलिए मतलब हम लोग भी लोगों को बोलते हैं ना, मतलब ऐसे 2.5-3 months में लग जाएगा, तो लोग 4 घंटा देंगे, तो यू कैन डू द मैथमेटिक्स गाइस कि 3 महीने में हो सकता है। ठीक है, ठीक है। ओके, सो नाउ ओके, सो योगेंद्र आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे, सब कुछ अच्छे से चल रहा था, ठीक है, बट ओके, लाइक नाउ टेल मी लाइक any place when you got stuck and you got frustrated, as in, because coding, I understand, easy to nahi hai, right? Like it kind of gets frustrating at times and it kind of gets very annoying also at times. So what kept you motivated throughout your like 8-month journey, moreover, like what kept you motivated?
Yes, मोटिवेट सर, वैसे स्टक तो बहुत बार हो गया था। मैं जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, पहले मैंने वैभव सर से पहले ही पूछा था। सर ने मेरे को बोला था कि मैं बताऊंगा नहीं, सिर्फ रास्ता बता दूंगा, कहाँ से क्या चलना है, कहाँ से क्या आपको बता सकता, लेकिन आंसर नहीं बताने वाला। मैंने सर से बात की थी जब मैं डीएसए में फंस गया था। तो यही था कि जिंदगी में करना था, क्योंकि सपोर्ट्स की मैंने लाइफ देखी थी, इतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो रहा था मेरे को सपोर्ट्स की लाइफ में। तो कंफर्टेबल लाइफ जीने के लिए सो वही किया मैंने। फिर कोडिंग किया, हाँ स्टक हो रहा था, मेंटर्स थे, आप थे, वैभव सर थे, दोनों मेंटर्स लगे हुए थे। तो बस धीरे धीरे निकलते गए उनकी।
Sure, ठीक है, okay. I think yeah, we forgot कि we are not supposed to speak in Hindi and we kind of got a lot comfortable in Hindi. Sorry, guys. We'll continue in English. Yeah, sorry for that.
Sure.
Yeah. So okay. So now, so this was the preparation bit. I think so. Preparation bit के बाद, like basically once you got ready, okay. So what was the interview phase like, Yogender? As in like, so the interesting portion, I think, lies over here, which everyone wants to know. Okay, what was the interview phase like? Why were you getting rejected so many times?
Yeah, interview. It's, I think it's not so hard, but sometimes when we are ready for interview, we forget something. I forgot some topics. I forgot some methods. And it's depend also on the interviews what they are asking. I also call you yesterday. I suppose say that now once company asks me to make the make my trip site in half an hour and 1 hour. And there are some questions that I even can't tell. Also, every interview, what the interviewers ask, I write the questions. I write the question in my notebook so that I prepare them and go to the next interview. But in next interview, they ask another next questions and more tough questions. And I see, this is the level of the interview that they are rising right now. So I write almost whatever the questions they are asking, I write in the notebooks and remember the questions. And the next 4-5 interviews, after the rejections, I see that the patterns of the interview questions are the same. So that's why I cracked one by one of all the interviews.
Okay. So Yogender, now you're saying that you started cracking like one by one interviews. So how many offers did you crack in total, Yogender? Like the audience wants to know.
Right now, I counted is one. The Infosys and TCS also I cracked. It's around 8 or 9. 8 or 9.
That's great. 8 or 9. And like how many interviews in general did you set for, Yogender? Like before you started cracking 8 to 9?
So take me approx 12 or 13 interviews to be
to become ready.
Remodel to be ready.
That's great. Okay. Okay. So Yogender, now coming to the part where like, okay, you were giving interviews, you were also working in the office. So how were you managing both the things? Like, because I'm guessing like in a day, like how many interviews were you getting like in a week or so?
In a week, I get 4 or 5 interviews scheduled in a week. But the office timing, and so I have to manage the timing and doing my office work from there. So quite sometime I missed the interview. So
Oh,
the HR calling that you have scheduled interview, but I have to say that what I do, I have to attend a meeting in my office and solving their problems.
so
So
where were you hiding and giving the interviews?
I sometimes I go to the cafeteria or sometimes the private rooms.
Oh,
There's some private rooms. So even in my I go and it was snuck into the VIO manager room. Go
makes
into the
sense.
manager room and giving interview in front of manager. Manager saying, yeah, good, good. I also going for another company. You will also try. That's good.
Makes sense. That's too much
So
to
I
handle.
remember an incident where the Yogender called me and then he was like, I have gotten a 6 or 7 lakh rupees offer and then I want to go in this company. I told him, she said for more like 5, 6 companies and you will automatically, now you have automatically like gotten so many offers, you have been prepared. So you can easily crack a good offer, right? And then I think so that week only he got an offer from 16K, if I'm not wrong. That or next week he got an offer from 16K. So preparing, being ready is very important, right? Okay, I'm not saying that you have to be rejected 12 times, 13 times, 15 times, but then being prepared at the very moment. See, Yogender's scene was a bit different, right? He was working, he did not have adequate time to prepare. Maximum time that he was being able to allocate was 1 hour, right? But people who have a lot of time, right? If you utilize it properly, you will make out the most, right? So that is something which is a very important takeaway from this, right? So so Yogender, like, so how did you choose, like, say, matlab, now let's say you had so many offers, right? 7, 8 offers. Obviously, matlab, the last offer that you got from 16K was like a very good offer. So you could not deny that. But then how were you making up your mind that, okay, I should not go for this offer, I should go for this, or I should like literally stick or like give more interviews and then try for better openings? How did you uh, do that?
Yeah, yeah. I actually, I actually got the offer, but I'm trying to learn many things because as you know that I'm a special in that thing. So I want to learn many new things. I learned about the Infosys, TCS, and the many stable company have already project stable. So we cannot learn that thing from there. So I choose a question because this is a startup company also, and we could learn from so many things. And as you know, sir, you called me when I joined the fishing, and told you I got assigned the 10 functions right now by the joining. So the startup company and the company is good for learning courses and for doing coding exercise also in there. We get more knowledge when we join the startup companies.
Makes sense. So, like Yogender, so now basically the next question which I have is like any basically any piece of advice which you have for people who are about to start their journey with Sharpener or who are doing their journey with Sharpener, like anything which you feel has worked for you and also something which has not worked for you, so that you can tell them that okay, don't do this or don't do this. Like any piece of advice which you have.
You only said work harder, work hard. Only said save time for yourself and work hard and try to learn and many things. And if you're stuck, you have two mentors here. They can help you in every situations. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also helped me very helpful for me in the backend part, Node.js part, and they also helped me in the DCS sections. Quite good. I only say work hard only.
And anything which you would say, okay, don't do this, like something like a don't do. Okay, I did this and I should not do this.
Not copy paste. Not copy paste. Not copy paste. Do not copy paste all these things.
Makes sense. Sure. Okay. And okay, before we start taking in questions, like Yogender, like any favorite moments with Sharpener, which like we ask this to each and every student. Any favorite moments which you remember with like your 8 months journey moreover with Sharpener?
Yeah, one moment I told with Vero sir, he said I did not tell the answer. I only tell the way. You have to work yourself. When I asked the question, Then I hit that. Yeah, uh, I have to deal with myself. This question I have to deal with myself. Uh, I cannot take. I want to take the advices, but not the help. All the answer.
Correct.
That's
Because
In this,
Buddha code, agar if I give it to you, then you're not using anything on your own, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
does not make sense. So मतलब I am there to spend more extra time because वो मेरे लिए ज़्यादा difficult हो जाता है. तुमको समझाना and then basically help you write the code is something which is very difficult for me. But I want to take this difficult road because at the end interviewer कुछ भी पूछ सकता है, right? जैसे
yeah,
तुमको
yeah.
you have given so many interviews, I think 30 plus. So you will see that interviewer can ask you anything from the book. Now, how you
Anything.
use your brain to figure out कि कैसे solve किया जाए is something which you will be learning in this 2.5, 3 months or like 4, 5 months journey, right? ठीक है, तो ये this thing will actually help you solve and crack interviews. I cannot tell
Yeah,
you
you
कि क्या question है ना?
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
वही बात है.
But one thing was sure, sir. Yes, sir. Also told me, be ready for promises and asking away. They always ask. When I give all interview and in all every interview I see asking away promises, asking away promises. And then I remember, yes, sir. He told me that you have to write, you have to remember that thing, and you have to write this yourself. That's it.
Makes sense. ठीक है. Okay, we'll start taking questions. I think so. Okay, we'll start taking questions. So, guys, like what we'll do, I'll call out names, and you can raise your hands. People who want to ask questions. Okay, we'll take up like 40 questions. So, guys, raise your hands. Okay, we'll take up total of 40 questions, and we'll wrap the session moreover. Okay. So yeah, first question. I think Satish, you can go with first. Satish, tell me. Satish, you're there. Okay.
So guys, be ready with your
It's a
questions.
fire. It's a
You
rapid
raise your
fire.
hand and
Okay.
you forget.
Okay. Okay, Firaz, let's go with you. Yeah, Firaz, tell with your question. Yeah.
Sir, so please again tell me how much question they ask in one interview?
Yogender is asking you, Yogender. Yogender's frozen, is it?
I
Uh-huh.
think Windows.
Let me see what happened.
What
Okay,
is that?
Yogender is now joining from his real name.
I think so.
I saw some Yogesh Singh joining.
I think yeah, like the question was so difficult that Yogender just left.
No, no, sir. Actually, no. Light वो shut down हो गया था.
Okay,
So,
okay.
पता नहीं
Okay, you
चलता.
have joined from a phone, yeah, Yogesh?
Yeah, right now, yeah. अचानक से ना
ठीक है.
लाइट शट डाउन हुई ना, वही.
But अगर तुम वो phone का front camera if you can on or something, because people will relate. नहीं तो पता चला कि Kaustuv is answering.
ठीक है.
Yes sir, someone is typing DOM content loaded करवा दो. Pause नहीं होगा तब.
ठीक है. Yogesh, I think the first question for you, how many questions were you asked in interviews? What was the average like? Like each
Yeah,
and every
average,
question?
it's like 8 to 9 questions. Yeah.
8 to 9 questions per interview round, or is it like?
In some interviews, simply ask for 3 or 4 questions and they say okay, and some is going for the 14, 15 questions. They are going depth, and एकदम bottom hit कर देते हैं वो इतना depth में जाते हैं. So it's like 14, 15 questions होते रहते हैं. Yeah. Average is like 9 and 10 questions. You should be ready.
तो
And the
कितना
most
मतलब DSA से सर और कितना डेवलपमेंट से?
yeah.
डेवलपमेंट से कितना पार्ट आता था और DSA से कितना आता था?
From DSA sections, it's almost 6 or 7 questions you will be asked from the DSA sections. The array, the stack and queue, you should be ready. One PST and Banis STA, if you be ready for that. I almost faced the BST for almost 8 and 9 interviews.
Okay.
Banis STA. For development sections, they are also asking quite good questions from development sections. So, if you are quite good in the you are interview good in the DSS section, they will be not much asked from the development side. If your DSS section go a little bit good or little bit you know SAE, so they will ask from the development side more.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's go with Gaurav.
So
Gaurav,
can I one more question, sir?
Sure, Firaz, let's go.
ये अभी मैंने एसिंक अवेट और ये पोस्टमैन वगैरह मैंने शुरू किया है, बहुत बोरिंग लग रहा है, मतलब तो ये कैसे करूं समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
हाँ, बोरिंग ट्राई कर लो भाई, पूछेंगे तो ऐसी सही पूछेंगे तो ऐसी सही यार,
और वो
नोट में
अपने
काम एसिंक अवेट का ही है।
ओके, आप वो जो क्वेश्चन बनाए थे ना 30-40 अपने 30 इंटरव्यू का, तो उसको व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिएगा।
या वो करता मैं लेकिन कॉपी में ना घर में छोड़ दी मैंने, अब हो गया तो मैं बैग करके यहीं आ गया गुड़गांव।
ओके,
और
गुड़गांव में।
कुछ क्वेश्चंस याद रहेंगे तो मैं व्हाट्सएप में जरूर फॉरवर्ड
What I'll do
करूंगा।
now, guys, I'll ask Yogender to fill a sheet. Okay. I
ओके,
think
ठीक है
Yogender
सर।
already given a sheet of questions. I'll put it in the group.
ओके,
I'll do that
थैंक यू सर।
Yeah. Okay.
आई हैव डन सर।
Okay. Okay. Let's go with Gaurav. Gaurav, you can go next.
Okay, if Gaurav is not there, can I ask?
One thing, I'll just go from the hand raised. Okay, just see where your position is. Vamshi, you can go next. Vamshi Krishna. Guys, be ready with your question, guys.
Let me ask then.
ठीक है, you ask. चलो, ठीक है, go ahead.
Hey, hi Yogesh.
Yeah, hi.
Can you please tell me on which topics in coding part you have been asked frequently questions?
From DSS sections, I have asked from the stack and queue and find duplicates and find duplicate
From
arrays.
strings?
Yeah. Duplicate arrays and stack and queue. Be ready for the stack and queue. They will definitely ask from the stack and queue type.
Do they ask question from recursion?
No, recursion is they did not ask from recursion, but in the node side they will give you some function and they say make this function as a recursive way they will say. So ready for the recursion also. I advise.
Okay, and
I
how
was ready
many?
for yeah.
Okay. And how many rounds they normally conduct? It depends on companies to companies, but on an average, can you tell us?
On average, it's 3 or 4 rounds.
3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, can you brief about those rounds?
First is the HR round that they are calling you. Second is technical, but not so hard technical, lower technical. They ask for basics. Second is the main technical, where they ask for your depth knowledge.
Okay.
And fourth is for your HR round. If you are selected the second round, the fourth is for the HR round.
Makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay. Dimi F, you can go next. Okay. Dimi, you want to go? Praveen?
Hi, sir.
Yeah,
Hi,
Praveen. Okay.
Congratulations, first of all. And my question is, what is the level of difficulty of your questions? Like in lead coding, they are easy, medium, hard. So how many hard level questions were asked in the interview?
It depends upon the way the answer you are giving. If you are giving your answer most correctly, they are going one step up, one step up.
Okay.
They are doing such. No, I didn't raise an interview that they come and ask directly the hard questions. They started building the questions level from low to high. Yeah. If you give the 3 or 4 correct answer, then they are asking the tough questions for you.
So,
And backtracking, did they ask especially about some backtracking and recursion questions? Because,
Hello.
because I feel difficulty in solving backtracking, so I'm asking how
Yeah.
much backtracking questions do they ask?
Backtracking questions, mainly two or three questions they will ask from the backtracking. Yeah, right.
Thank you. Okay,
Two or
thank you,
three
sir.
questions. Yeah.
तो
Sure.
यहाँ पे देखो
I think,
यहाँ पे
okay.
so what normally happens कि initially they'll start making you comfortable by asking you easy set of questions and then they start raising the bar. ठीक है?
Yeah.
As and when you're able to answer the question, so the bar will keep on getting raised. ठीक है? They want to test how much you know, right? How much they can actually increase the package because right now there are companies which they don't have any budget, right? They are open budget, right? ठीक है? तो उनका ये भी रहता है कि if you are good enough, they are also willing to give you 100%, 200%, 300% hike. ठीक है?
Sure.
तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जैसे अगर तुम जैसे सोचो लिंक लिस्ट का क्वेश्चन आंसर कर लिया है, रिकर्शन का क्वेश्चन आंसर कर लिया है, then they'll ask you a difficult question on that. ठीक है? तो they'll keep on raising the bar. ठीक है? But what I've seen कि अगर if you are well prepared, you will crack interviews. Right? You will crack interviews. So don't worry about it. ठीक है? जैसे आई थिंक तो योगेश मतलब यहाँ पे जो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर का कोर्स है राइट ठीक है मतलब इट कवर्स ईच एंड एवरी टाइप ऑफ लॉजिक व्हाटएवर दैट आर देयर है ना क्योंकि आई डोंट थिंक तो तुमने भी कहीं और से कुछ किया था क्या
ना बेसिक से वैसे पढ़ा था
योगेश के पास आई थिंक तो टाइम का बहुत ज्यादा कंस्ट्रेंट था ठीक है तो ही जस्ट डिड दिस ठीक है एंड ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस ठीक है यहाँ पे एंड नाउ तो आई हैव मल्टीपल शीट्स आल्सो व्हिच आई हैव क्रिएटेड जिसके थ्रू यू विल प्रैक्टिस यू विल कीप ऑन बिकमिंग बेटर ठीक है एंड योर कॉन्फिडेंस विल आल्सो कीप ऑन गेटिंग बूस्टेड ठीक है so let's move on to the next person Ramya you want to go next Anas
hello Yogesh over this side
one second Rahul just raise your hand we'll come to you okay we have 27 people okay one by one we'll come to each and we'll answer each and every one now yeah Anas
hello
Yeah, Anas, you can go. Yeah, Anas.
yeah Saturday Sunday off
Oh, that's a question for Yogender. Saturday, Sunday is off for you.
yeah
and how many holidays you will get in a job in a year
it's it's not a government like job so it's private also good holiday we get any private holiday you will get like Christmas or Diwali you get or Holi you get or Raksha Bandhan ये सब holiday मिलती है
and working hours in office
it's depend upon the company they varies to company
I'm asking about your company
my company is almost 9 hours
तो देखो इनिशियली क्या होता है ना इनिशियली जैसे प्रीस्टीन केयर में अभी देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम शार्पनर हु आर वर्किंग कुश्तर इज देयर यू आर देयर क्या नाम है दिनेश इज देयर गौरव इज देयर वैभवा इज देयर
lot of people are there. Pristine care is there.
प्रीस्टीन केयर लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर देयर ठीक है तो अब क्या सीन है ना यहाँ पे जब तुम कोई भी कंपनी में स्टार्ट करते हो ना ठीक है you don't know about the time because you don't know क्या बनाना है what you have to make over there right ठीक है so now whatever they are telling you it's sounding like Greek so now you have to work extra hard ठीक है you have to put in 9-10 hours in the initial one ठीक है पहला 2-3 महीना because I think Yogesh has joined this month only right this month or last month ठीक है 1 महीना हुआ है ठीक है अब वो 1.5 months में you are just adapting to the atmosphere the technology the everything right ठीक है you are learning parallelly with making things ठीक है once you have become comfortable on one particular thing right ठीक है फिर टाइम ज्यादा नहीं लगेगा समझ रहे हो जैसे क्या होता है जैसे तुम सोचो लेट्स से Anas you are into architect right जैसे for example the first house that you made ठीक है might have taken you let's say 1 year ठीक है but the next house that you make probably will take you lesser time right और फिर next house will take you lesser time than that ठीक है तो यही सेम चीज है यहाँ पे भी कोडिंग में भी सेम चीज है ठीक है
sure यही है देखो वैसे भी if you are new here and you will not count the time you will count the work the time is gone टाइम ऐसे
But-
बीत जाता पता भी नहीं चलता टाइम का.
But Yogesh, मतलब मैंने किसी से पूछा नहीं, मतलब how is pristine care as an office? Like managers, how are the managers?
Yeah, they're very good, very good. They are very good. They are helping in every step. If you are got stuck, you go to the manager, you go to the TL. They will solve it out. They will solve. If they are not available, they will tell. They will go tell which seniors, which can you help with, which one can you help. It's easy. It's easy. Even for me, when I assigned the 12 functions right away, I just सर पकड़ लिया था मैंने कि how should I solve this? The first time seeing the code. Then I remembering everything from sharpener and I remembering one by one and solving the problems one step by step. Where I stuck, I asked Kuster. He also helped me very much and I asked the seniors there and they say me ऐसे ऐसे होगा कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं है ऐसे करो होता रहेगा तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप बस होता गया वो फंक्शन भी कहाँ के समझ नहीं आया सारे खत्म हो गए
And probably I guess some of the seniors also might be from Sharpener only. कुछ तरह ना
ऑफिस में भी सपोर्ट होता है मतलब सीनियर का और ये सब टीम मेंबर
yeah ये यहाँ there is no senior and junior they are all coders only in office we all are coders जैसे in office they are saying when I say someone I say sir बोला कि हाँ there is no sir there is coders only yeah,
Nice.
और ये सिंपल फंडा है लाइफ में, ठीक है, हेल्प मांगोगे हेल्प मिलेगा, ठीक है, इफ यू आस्क फॉर हेल्प यू विल गेट हेल्प, ठीक है, इफ यू डोंट आस्क फॉर हेल्प यू विल नॉट बी हेल्प बाय एनीवन, ठीक है, तो दैट इज द थिंग, आस्क फॉर हेल्प एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल विलिंग टू, बिकॉज दे आर आल्सो ह्यूमन बीइंग्स मैन, ठीक है, द रीजन व्हाई दे हैव सेलेक्टेड यू बिकॉज उनको काम करवाना है हमारे से, ठीक है, नाउ दे आर नॉट हेल्पिंग यू, ठीक है, so they have to do that extra work that is there in your plate also, समझ रहे, so people are very willing to help you, so that's not a thing.
And after all, there is Google also. He can also help very much.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
ठीक है, Yogesh, I'll okay. Next, Arun, you can go next. Yeah, Arun. Yeah. Okay, Arun.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah,
Yogesh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Throughout your whole course, how you keep motivated yourself like that when you're stuck and other questions, how you keep motivated yourself?
Actually, whenever I see the questions, I know that there is solution for that. That the question is made, and if I stuck, then someone solved that question. So I think how should I solve, and that's why I keep motivated for myself that I have to complete this task for evening. Even in my company, that when I open the sharpeners and took the any questions and stuck, I limit my time that I have to solve this question before I get any task from the company. So I Google it. If I don't know, I ask the sir how the way they are telling me the way. So this thing you have to motivate yourself. I only want to say that you will hear many motivation speakers in the YouTubes and you can find, but you have to motivate yourself. I only know that.
That makes sense. And Yogesh, I think this is a technique also. Basically, where you kind of, essay, I've also followed the same technique. Okay, so basically, if I have to read something, okay, some article or some book, okay, so what I used to do is not only and if I'm also doing office work, okay, so what I do is I do the office work later. First, I read the book, okay, because office work I have to do, okay.
Yeah.
If the manager पीछे पड़ेगा, right? So I normally do this. First, I do the things which will improve me, and then the things which are mandatory. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, next, let's go for Shashi. Shashi.
Congratulations, Yogesh.
Thank
First
you.
of all, my question is that see, I'm on the stack and queues part and the assignment. So my question is that the every assignment which is given in the Sharpener, it is different from the previous one. The patterns are different because it is following all the patterns over there in the data structure. Okay. So I am not be able to find that pattern in next question because I am getting stuck on every problem. This is my problem because every question follows different patterns, right? So
Yeah.
I need to seek help from Google or whatever the hint is given there, or there is a error. And still I'm not be able to conclude the question. So my question is that how do you tackle that? Like still I'm not be able to figure it on my own, because every question is different from the previous one. Understanding my point? So
Yeah. Yeah, Sashi, if I say then in the company also you will get every task different from the another
yeah,
task.
it's exactly.
Yeah, they have some hidden problems, they have some hidden barriers. So you have to be practice more and more. And if you get the another task from different one, you should select that task and Google it and take many tasks. मतलब उस task का और task निकाल लो.
Okay.
Then solve it, because मैं real life ये real world में in company मैंने every task you will get is different. Same task को assign होंगे नहीं. अभी तो मेरे साथ तो यही हुआ है.
No, no, same task, like in the sense, I'm not asking about the same task. The issue is I'm getting stuck on every problem. That is main issue. So because I'm demotivated that I'm not be able to solve any single question on my own. How I'm gonna go and get to the interview and all. So that is
No, no, that's not an issue. Every quarter will be stuck somewhere. even I stuck in my company for solving their functions. Even I stuck every quarter. Even if I say na, yesterday I was stuck from some question.
yeah, that's true.
Good,
So
good. I
my
get stuck in classes. I actually get stuck in classes in between, and I'm like, okay, इसको कैसे solve कैसे करना
my
Seriously, if I say na sir, when I get the questions na, I stuck with what I stuck. I make my variable and hosted functions. I'm saying why am my variable going undefined here? Can I see I make the hosted here?
Makes sense, makes sense. So Shashi, like, okay. So Shashi, like one technique which you can use, I think, like in the previous session, like our one of our students had also given, and I kind of found it very valuable. Is ki like definitely there are two as things which you can do. Okay, like you can sit with the problem. Okay, you have to sit with the problem for some time. Okay, like 1 hour, 2 hours. You should sit with the problem, try to solve it. Okay, because every problem is a different problem, right? Like you cannot get the same problem, so you get stuck. Okay, and if you're not able to do it, okay, then basically like, so what that other student used to do was he used to look at the answer but in a different language. So if you code in JavaScript, then look at it in Python
yeah.
or some other language. Okay, because the syntax would be almost similar but not exactly similar that you can copy paste. Okay, he used to look at the answer in the different language. Okay, understand the problem and then write the code by himself. So that's what made him like very good at coding. So that's one very nice way. And the second way is like make friends also. Like that's also very important. Make some
They also help us.
friends.
I have one more question if I'm
Sure,
allowed
sure,
to
go
ask.
ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the thing is, say every pattern is over there in Sapna. So did you get like when we go to the lead code or code studio and all that, we get like different type of patterns question. Okay. So when we got into so many, as you have given so many of interviews and you have the experience of giving them. So did you get any question which is outside of the pattern which is given in the Sapna? Like, do we need actually other patterns also, which is not actually sharpener completes all the pattern mostly, but there are some. So did you get any question?
नहीं, there will be, देखो ये question का ये this is an ocean of questions. तुम समझ रहे हो?
Yeah.
No one can come. मतलब you cannot basically solve each and every question that is available on the internet.
Yeah.
There will be chances where you'll not be able to answer the question which the interviewer is asking you. बट यहाँ पे क्या है ना, प्रोबेबिलिटी इंक्रीज करना है.
Yeah.
समझ रहे हो?
Yeah.
इवन द इंटरव्यूअर नोज कि ठीक है, मतलब देयर आर क्वेश्चंस व्हिच यू आर नॉट बीइंग एबल टू आंसर, बट ही विल चेक वेदर योर अप्रोच इज करेक्ट और नॉट. समझ रहे हो?
Yeah.
हमारा लॉजिक, तुम जैसे क्वेश्चन को जब देख रहे हो तो क्या अप्रोच ढूंढ रहे हो, ठीक है, वो सब चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है योगेश, तुम बताओ तुम्हारा एक्सपीरियंस बताओ कि क्या एग्जैक्टली था जब व्हेन यू वर सिटिंग फॉर कंपनी.
I also say that कि questions तो हमेशा different होंगे. Every question is different. You know that every person is different.
Yeah.
They have some qualities, but you have to know the approach. I remember some Three Idiot dialogues. So you know ना कामयाबी झक मार के पीछे आ गई, perfection के पीछे भागो. You have to perfect
Yeah.
yourself. वो सब तो हो जाएगा. आप बस वो तरीका देखो, क्वेश्चन डिफरेंट होंगे, तरीका देख लो बस.
You know,
मेथड देखो, मेथड कैसे अप्रोच करना है उसे बस.
मतलब मैंने देखो मत, खुद से
क्वेश्चन तो
लिखने का
आते
कोशिश
रहेंगे.
करो मतलब.
हाँ भाई, मेथड समझो, खुद समझो
नहीं तो
मेथड.
पर्पस इज डिफीटेड.
all
नहीं
in
भाई, क्वेश्चंस आएगा, या क्वेश्चन को पढ़ो और थोड़ा आधा या 10-15 मिनट सोचो उस क्वेश्चन में क्या बोल रहा है, क्या कैसा है, क्या अप्रोच कर सकते हो. बहुत सारे मेथड अपने पास, लगाते रहो, अप्रोच हो ही जाएगा.
all in all, sharpener is enough. That's all. Right. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But
See, I think we're getting this question quite frequently. Did you get joining bonus and welcome kit, Yogesh?
Yeah, my bonus is at the end of the year. Here, every company is different. In this company, Christian Care, I get bonus at the end of the year.
Yeah, basically performance bonus, right? So
Yeah,
no
performance
joining
bonus.
bonus. Yeah, makes sense as an
okay.
all in a way. Yeah,
Thank you, your best, and good luck for your future. Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
sure. Okay. And okay, let's go with Shiva. Shiva, you can go next.
Yeah. Hi, Yogesh. Congratulations, first of all.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So, my question is simple. So, what is your about non-CSE background, which didn't have any CSE or BTech backgrounds? Any
Yeah.
suggestions from your side?
For non-CSE background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also complete graduation my electrical engineer. I do not know any CSE about.
I'm asking non-engineering background.
Yeah.
Non-engineering background.
Question out of syllabus.
What are you doing? BTech or BSc or what are you doing right now?
No. I'm not a IT background. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm also not from the IT background.
Not IT background. Non-IT background.
As in he's not from engineering.
Not from engineering background.
But Shiva, like I'll tell you one thing, okay? I'll tell you a secret, okay? Yeah, basically, even if you are from, like, say, if you're not from CSE background, right? So mostly non-engineering, engineering is the same thing, moreover, because in the end, like what we are taught, like as in I'm also an electronics communication engineer, we were not taught even C of coding, okay, in college. So you are the same thing, and I think the next month only we have one session where like there are two people who are coming who are from BCom background, 2009 pass outs, okay, both of them are BCom background guys, so they'll be coming and giving you inspiration. So yeah, October is I think is when your doubt will get resolved properly, because Yogesh, yeah, like in a way, like it's that only. You mostly, if you're from CSE, then maybe you know some coding, not a lot of coding, I'll say. But if you're from not CSE, then you're as good as a non-engineer, a non, like, because you're taught totally different stuff.
Yeah,
Shiva?
that's all. Yeah. I understand, sir.
Sure. Okay, let's go with Shashank.
Hello, sir.
In this process,
Shiva, yeah,
Yogesh,
Yeah.
go again.
async. So you applied any async in sharpener?
Yeah. I think. Yeah,
Yes.
apply.
So can you please tell me about async about?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shiva, like I'll take that. Okay, don't worry. Like come to class, I'll take that when you're level up and go.
Sir told you.
Okay. Okay. Let's go with the next Shashank. Shashank Gora, you can go next. Yeah, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, Shashank, you can go next.
yeah.
Shashank.
Hi, Yogesh. Like, how is the backend part in this course? Like, is it really difficult, or like I hear front end is a bit easier, but how do you see it backend? Like, how was it for you? Like, was it really difficult? Because I have 0% knowledge of what backend is right now. I'm in DSS stacks and queues. That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, no, not so difficult, but yeah, if you are, I'm also going back in with 0% knowledge, but when I learn step by step, you have to be learn by process, step by step process. If you go, you can learn backend also easily. It's not hard.
Like,
Yeah, front end is easy. Yeah, not so easy, but every department is hard. But if you learn step by step. You will follow all the process that sharpener provides you. You will understand that backend knowledge also, and it's quite good.
Like that, what is the time frame you expected for the back? You took for the backend part in this course?
Actually, no, I have to tell my I have the company schedules also
Yeah,
take
even
care.
I'm the same thing. That's the problem. Even I'm a working colleague. That's
Okay,
what I wanted to know.
okay. I completed the backend part or at least 4 months.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
Node.js, because we
Okay,
have to understand all over the thing, the backend, and it's the new also it's the new knowledge for me, the backend side also. So I
okay.
take take time. If you have a company, take time. Don't worry. The job
Guys,
is
like
responsible
yeah,
for.
for
Yeah.
people like who have time, guys, normally it takes a month. Okay, if you give 4 to 5 hours a day. But yeah, Yogesh only he was working in a company, as you guys know, so that's why the time was more. But yeah, like it's all about
And
quality. Okay, it's all about how well you do it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, was there any training given in the pristine care, or like how is it like? They straight away put you into task?
Uh, straight away put him in that task.
Okay, okay, sure.
Training नहीं थी वहाँ.
The training is done by Sharpener, right?
Training done by Sharpener, and they just use the training, and I cleared the training. I think I done the 12 functions there.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. Thanks, Yogesh. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Mudashir, you can go next. Mudashir, I think we'll take the next 20
Hello.
questions and we sorted.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm audible, sir.
yeah, Mudashir, let's go.
Congratulations, Yogesh, first of all.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you. Yogesh, I am asked one question. How many questions from bit manipulations and arrays?
Yeah.
Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
How many questions from bit manipulations?
Bit manipulations is there in the interview. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the interview, no?
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
I quite remember for my interview, I get from array. I quite in every interview I get questions from the array. Array is most important. They will every time they will ask array structures, arrays, destructuring structures or array forms. They will ask everything. Or from the bit manipulations, I get seven or eight questions. I get the bit manipulations.
Seven or eight. Yeah, yeah. Yogesh, one thing. In Sharpener journey, you have how many projects you have done in Sharpener? Yeah, one
In
after
sharp
one or in group?
in group,
How many projects you have done in Sharpener?
uh, one, two, three, 3 or 4 projects I've done, and I build my project also when I'm doing the sharpener. The game project I also build there.
You only build or in group?
No, I only build. I build in the group.
There is no
I
group concept, Mudashir over here.
No, no,
there's
no.
no group.
Because
I
yeah,
want to know about the projects.
makes sense.
It's visible in
Yogesh,
the
one
dashboard.
of
देखो ग्रुप में प्रोजेक्ट बनाने से पता चला ग्रुप ही तुम्हारा पूरा प्रोजेक्ट बना दिया और तुमने कुछ किया ही नहीं तो दैट इज व्हाई वी डोंट बिलीव इन द ग्रुप कॉन्सेप्ट ठीक है बट देन द
You're
थिंग इज की
yeah.
बोलो बोलो
If you
योगेश
are stuck, you can take help from the mentors. They
yeah,
will
yeah,
told
yeah.
you by which part are you stuck or which part are you going wrong. Even if I'm making my projects, I also stuck many times. I just
Yeah, yeah.
whenever I get time, I call yes sir help कर दो. अभी time
How
मिला है बस.
Yogesh, I want to one more question. How many time to complete backend or front end?
Front end I didn't complete front end. I complete only back end right now.
You complete only backend. Then after
Yeah,
you sit to the interviews.
yeah. I complete back end and I get the interview.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you.
Chalo, okay. Let's go with okay. Muhammad Amar. Let's go with you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Amar.
Hello, everyone. Uh, so my question is like when you started giving interviews, so before that you have completed till full
Till
stack
back end.
or till backend? Sorry.
But I know the front-end part from, I completed the back-end part only, but I know the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, how to manipulate things happening in their front-end part. I know that thing. I didn't learn, I didn't go for the React.
Okay, okay.
देखो
Like,
you just do one thing, right? ठीक है, you can easily तो ये myth है बहुत बड़ा myth है कि full stack करोगे तभी तुमको you will be eligible for
No,
10
no.
lakh 12 lakh 13 lakh rupees job. ये पूरा myth है, ठीक है. I have seen people cracking 30-35 lakh rupees plus SD2 के end तक पहुंच जाते हैं
yes, so
just
that thing
by
I want to be.
knowing back end और just by knowing front end. ठीक है, अब लोग क्या करते हैं ना market में, they want to sell a course, so they tell you that okay we are doing full stack development. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे you don't have to worry because we are not trying to sell you the course, we are trying to sell you the journey जहाँ पे you can get the maximum out of it. समझ रहे हो, पहले एक अच्छे से करो, ठीक है. जैसे योगेश, राइट, यू डोंट हैव टू लर्न एवरीथिंग, राइट. योगेश, तुमको भी यही तुम्हारा क्या व्यू पॉइंट है इसमें?
Yeah, correctly. I didn't learn the React and React.js. I told the yes sir, should I learn the front end? I completed back end. They say don't go to to the front end part right now. The back end just clear for the back end part. After that, if you get experience for the company, then you will start for the front end and then make your way. So backend part, or if you are from the front end, so go for the front end part right now and do the backend afterward.
Yeah, Sharpness portal is always open, guys. Yeah, you can, anytime come back. Yeah.
Anytime come back and go for another one.
Makes sense. ठीक है, Neeraj, let's go with Neeraj.
And
hello.
Yogesh,
Hello.
yeah, what work you have to do, like what
Yeah,
company
man.
want you to do?
Yeah.
Like what your work is in your company, what like they give you to write code, that's it.
No, they giving me a task. Actually, you get a task from the PDF form. They are telling this is the task you have to done, and this is the API. This is the task you have to make the API. You have to call that part of the API. You have to update. You have to create something, or you have to be push something in that API. That the tasks are coming from the PDF form. We have to read. We have to understand. If you can't understand, if you don't, you actually समझ नहीं आ रहा ना जैसे. So you go to the TL or you go to your senior that I cannot understand what this task is doing. They will told us. They will told you what are you are doing, what you have to do in this task. They will tell, and you have to be follow the process by step. The task is describing in the PDF form. Yeah, that's the way.
Okay. And your
Hello.
previous
Makes
experience
sense.
helped
Yeah.
you in for your current job?
Yeah. Hello.
Your previous experience helped you in getting your current job.
Previous तो Linux में था. क्या help मिलती?
See, but we both have different roles, Mohammed. समझ रहे हो? Product support is something, let's say, you build a product और दूसरा देखो बताना पड़ेगा कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है. कोई प्रॉब्लम आया तो you have to communicate it to the dev team. You're not writing even a single line of code. तो वो अलग ही हो गया, पूरा जॉनर ही अलग हो गया. समझ रहे हो? So those type of experience we are here. Yeah, Sharpness will tell you कि कैसे
I thought
how
that
to
sometimes
utilize
it
that
happens.
experience.
But like if you're having some experience, if you are having some experience and you like sometime they will for new job they sometime for salary negotiation many more things help previous experience. I thought that.
No.
Okay, yes, Bhaiya, one thing more. Like I'm also from a non-engineering background.
Got you? Well, no, over here, see, in general, companies लोगों
Yeah, I'm also.
basically, yeah, like I as a company I'm going to hire someone, right? So I'm going to look at relevant experience, right? I'm not going to look at okay, you have this experience, so इसको भी कैसे utilize कर लूँ मैं. मतलब बहुत ही different parallel backgrounds है ना. कोई sales का बंदा coding कर रहा है तो उसका sales का experience will not get counted that way. But ठीक है, but see, in general, थोड़ा मोड़ा होता है कि कॉर्पोरेट वर्क में काम कॉर्पोरेट कल्चर है, बट उतना ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं करता है. But it all boils down to how well you can code, because in the end, interview is going to be this thing only, right? The interviewer is going to ask you questions, okay? And if you are able to crack those, then only you move ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all depends on your preparation, moreover. Preparation अच्छा है तो
Okay.
बोलो.
And yes, we are. Continue. Sorry.
I think there's some.
I'm saying that I'm also from
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता भाई. देखो
non-engineering background, so most of the guy having this problem, like not if a person having BTech, it doesn't matter either from mechanical or someone else. BTech, BSc, BSA, these are the eligibility criteria. So that's the main thing. Someone is from BBA and BCom, and they are also getting like opportunity or not. I just want to clear one thing. I thought the referral you do that's the thing which works here. Am I correct?
It's mostly the skills, Amar. Like if you can do the work, if you know the stuff, they'll take you. It's mostly that.
करेक्ट. तो देखो हम लोग तो रेफर करेंगे तुमको, दैट इज लाइक नो क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड. बट तुम अपने आप से भी तो ये पूछो यार, अगर इफ यू नो द थिंग्स दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय द अदर पर्सन, तो यू विल एंड अप गेटिंग हायर, राइट? मतलब कोई ऐसा होगा कि यार नहीं उसको यही चाहिए वही चाहिए, राइट? बट देन आउट ऑफ दैट लेट्स से 10 कंपनीज, एटलीस्ट 6-7 पीपल विल बी लुकिंग अप टू योर स्किल्स एंड विलिंग टू हायर यू. समझ रहे हो मोहम्मद? तो टेंशन मत लो, ठीक है? जस्ट गेट योर स्किल्स करेक्ट.
It does not matter.
And I think so right now you are doing pretty good, right? You are in stacks and queues. ठीक है, so you are doing pretty good. ठीक है, do मतलब probably 1.5 months more, you will come here and you will tell your that they on like background से भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. ठीक है, don't worry. ठीक है, just stay dedicated, work hard, you are pretty much set. ठीक है.
Sure. Okay, let's
Thank
go.
you, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. So congratulations for support.
Thank you.
So sir, my question is that I'm also from non-engineering background. That I have seen two people now that I'm not isolated alone. Yeah, that I haven't seen any guy from non-engineering background that like the question is that like I'm not scared for DSA or developing question, that I'm scared of the question is being asked that why did you change your stream, that why did you change the mainstream in the interview?
Simple answer. ऐसा.
पैसा बोलने से नहीं चलेगा.
Money and knowledge, two things. Money and knowledge is correct.
I like challenges.
Knowledge चाहिए, money भी चाहिए.
Challenges. ऐसा ही बोले तो I like challenging stuff. Yeah.
Like I can relate that because I have have worked as an accountant for 2 years, that I have also experienced, but still I don't know why I changed that, but I like the coding part as well. Like it is quite a thrilling I have seen, so like I changed to coding background. That's why.
As in, don't worry about it. Just get the coding correct. We'll get you the job. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Rohit, you can go next. Rohit.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes, Rohit. Hello.
Sir, my question is, which language is used for DSA by Yogender?
कॉपी करोगे क्या? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता यार. जस्ट स्टिक टू योर लैंग्वेज मैन. जस्ट स्टिक टू योर लैंग्वेज.
बताइए कौन सा लैंग्वेज.
हाँ योगेश बताइए दो कौन सा लैंग्वेज यूज कर रहे थे.
मैंने जावा किया था. जावा और जावास्क्रिप्ट में दो में लैंग्वेज. आई डन DSA in 2 languages, Java and JavaScript.
नहीं I don't recommend this. एक लैंग्वेज में करो, ठीक है?
तभी फिर सेम थिंग मैंने व्यवस्था से पूछा था. तो करने वाला था कि हाँ जावा में कर लो या जावास्क्रिप्ट में कर लो. Not go for two ways.
Yeah, true.
Yes, sir. Because I am also thinking about I can choose for JavaScript as web dev.
Yeah.
In DSA
Yeah, sure.
also.
Go for JavaScript if you want. Because if you are going to Node.js developer, तो JavaScript में जाओ. DSA JavaScript में भी बहुत आती है. Help होगी बहुत अच्छा.
Right.
Any interviewer did not ask for do it in Java or in other language also?
Yeah, many interviewers ask me when I write the code. They ask me, please write in the JavaScript because it is Node.js interview, so you have to write in JavaScript. I write in the Java. So I'm like, okay, it's not problem. I just script the code for the JavaScript.
Yeah, as
And
in,
they will ask.
yeah, basically it's more like if once you master one language, right? Writing syntax in a different language is also not difficult, honestly. As in थोड़ा सा difference हो जाता है, but mostly पहला language में like once you understand the algorithms, right, you can like master any language. सब because almost सारे languages similar है, but थोड़े थोड़े differences है. तो वो थोड़े थोड़े डिफरेंसेस वो फंडामेंटल कोर में डिफरेंस है बिकॉज क्या होता है ना कि नॉर्मली तो Amazon और फ्लिपकार्ट है ना नॉर्मली कंपनीज तो ये जावा पाइथन ये सब भी मतलब कम्युनिटीज है ठीक है जो एक दूसरे को कॉपी पेस्ट करते रहते कोड ठीक है कुछ अच्छा अगर जावा में चल रहा है तो पाइथन कॉपी कर लेगा जावा स्क्रिप्ट भी वही कॉपी कर लेगा तो एवरीवनस कॉपिंग पेस्टिंग व्हाटएवर दे आर फाइंडिंग गुड तो इन अ वे वो यूनिफॉर्मिटी मेंटेन रहता है समझ लो
Okay,
तो
sir.
ऐसा ही कुछ है ठीक है I think next the person whom we have okay like people who've been asking okay Manan yeah so I think people there are a lot of people who've been saying ना कि front end के बंदे लो तो ये तो front end का हमारा मनन आ गया चलो मनन बताओ
Yeah,
Manan is one of the front end guys I think he rejected one 8 LPA का offer भी and he's currently working with Flexi Loans work from home so Manan hello
यार
Hi,
मनन थोड़ा
Yogesh.
लोन दिलवा दो यार
Hi, Yogesh. Congratulations.
Hi, Manan. Same to you. You have got the job.
I wanted to ask just one thing. Like, it was happening me during the interviews. जब first call HRs के आते थे, तब they ask you the current CTC and the expected.
Yeah.
तो आप जो भी expected CTC बोलो, like I was saying something big amounts, but after technical interview, I was even clearing the technical interview in the front end side. बट आफ्टर जब वो लोग ऑफर करते थे ना तब वो मेरा एक्सपेक्टेड सीटीसी पर ऑफर नहीं करते थे मेरी जो प्रीवियस मतलब जो करंट सीटीसी था उस पर थोड़ा रेस करके मुझे ज्यादा अमाउंट दे देते लाइक ये मतलब बैकएंड में भी लाइक बीएसए की साइड भी मतलब ऐसा ही होता है लाइक मतलब मुझे वो थोड़ा ऐसा लग रहा था लाइक कि इट डज नॉट बेस्ड ऑन मोस्ट ऑफ सम ऑफ द टाइम्स ऑन स्किल्स जो आपको करंट सीटीसी मतलब 2-3 एचआर से मेरा ऐसा ही हुआ करंट सीटीसी या मैं होल्ड जो कर रहा था उस पर थोड़ा रेस करके वो लोग मुझे प्रोवाइड करते थे मेरे एक्सपेक्टेड सीटीसी थोड़ा ज्यादा थे बट वो लोग मुझे वो प्रोवाइड नहीं करते फिर हम नेगोशिएशन पे जा रहे थे तो भी वो वही बोल रहे थे वी आर गिविंग यू रेस फ्रॉम ए प्रीवियस ऑफर एक्स अमाउंट और वही मुझे आपके मतलब बैकएंड में भी ऐसा ही होता था लाइक
Yeah, I remember one time I called the yes sir. Yes sir, you are a woman, na? This company name I don't know. They first say that they will give me 11 LPA and I say yeah quite good. I will clear and I will do the interview and I will clear 4 or 5 rounds. They take 4 or 5 rounds. Even they code me in front of I coded their problems and give them solutions. And after that, they are saying that we are giving you only 7.5. Why?
Exactly.
But
Actually, I asked this to Vaibhav sir once. I get the offer of new task. Yash sir told that 8 LPA. So I was expecting more than that. But they just offered me something from my previous offer and made it 8 LPA.
देखो नेगोशिएशन इज एन आर्ट ठीक है जैसे तुम सब्जी बाजार जाओगे तो तुमको नेगोशिएट करना पड़ेगा एंड देन देयर आर पीपल जैसे लाइक माय डैड गोज एंड ही इज एबल टू गेट इट ऑलमोस्ट एट लाइक 3/4 ऑफ द प्राइस दैट आई विल गेट इट इनटू ठीक है तो इट्स एन आर्ट एंड यू विल सून रियलाइज इट कि कैसे इसको खेलना है दिस इज अ गेम ठीक है दिस इज जस्ट अ गेम वेयर द अदर पर्सन इज ट्राइंग टू कट डाउन द प्राइस एज मच एज दे कैन ठीक है बिकॉज सस्ते में चाहिए उनको ठीक है एंड नाउ यू वांट द मोस्ट आउट ऑफ इट समझ रहे हो तो इट्स एन आर्ट और ये रियलाइज करोगे तो ठीक है मतलब कि क्या वर्क कर रहा है क्या नहीं वर्क कर रहा है जैसे आई हैव सीन पीपल दैट दे आर वेरी बैड एट दिस आर्ट ठीक है मतलब ऐसे बोलते थे जैसे आई वाज टॉकिंग टू वन पर्सन यस्टरडे उसको एक ऑफर मिला ठीक है वो ऐसे स्टार्ट किया कि सर मेरे पास एक काउंटर ऑफर है समझ रहे तुम उसको गुस्सा दिखा दिखा दे रहे हो ठीक है तो
same sir maybe same I also told that I have already offer if you are giving me the 11 or 10 then it's good but I am going to that company
नहीं बिकॉज यहाँ पे एक और चीज आता है ना कि अगर तुम बता देते हो ना मतलब मैं ऐसे भी बहुत बार बोलता हूँ कि ऐसे जाओ कि मतलब डोंट टेल कि पास ऑफर है ठीक है बिकॉज अगर तुम्हारे पास जैसे 7.5 का ऑफर है तो 8 का ऑफर डजंट मेक सेंस ओनली और उनको बोलना भी नहीं कि पास 7.5 का बिकॉज व्हाट द एचआर स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ना कि ओके तुम्हारे पास 7.5 का ऑफर है तुमने एक्सेप्ट भी किया है तो ठीक है, मेरी कंपनी तो उससे भी बेटर कंपनी है, ऑलमोस्ट बेटर कंपनी है, थोड़ा सा 50,000 बढ़ा के 8 लाख का दे देता हूँ। तो ये ऑफर वाला गेम खेलना ही नहीं है। ऑफर वाला गेम में यही प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है कि दे बी लाइक कि ओके थोड़ा सा बढ़ा के दे देते हो, अगर उसको वो कैंडिडेट को सही में ज्वाइन करना है ये कंपनी तो ही कम, ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा तो ज्यादा है ही।
और पहले ना मतलब तुम यहाँ पे सबसे पहले अपना इंटरव्यू से पहले प्रूफ करो, ठीक है, दैट यू आर वर्दी इनफ सो दैट यू कैन गेट XYZ सैलरी, ठीक है। वंस यू हैव दैट दे विल टेल यू द मिनिमम ऑफ दैट XYZ, ठीक है, so that's smart job. फिर तुम since you have proved yourself now you can actually tell them that B वाला salary and they will end up giving you that. समझ रहे हो? You don't have to, देखो क्या होता है ना, कंपनी के पास एक बजट होता है and the budget is, जैसे हम लोगों को कभी कंपनी आती है तो ऐसे बोलती है कि we have a budget from 7 to 14 लाख, ठीक है। अब क्या होता है कि नाउ अभी कोई बंदे को हायर किया है, राइट, तो दे विल सी कि कैन दे गिव यू 7 लाख, ठीक है। अभी कौन बंदा 14 लाख को ट्राई करेगा, राइट, तो यू आर जस्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कितना बड़ा रेंज है, यू हैव टू नेगोशिएट प्रॉपर्ली, ठीक है। एंड इन दैट नेगोशिएशन ना, ठीक है, अगर इफ यू आर नॉट नेगोशिएटिंग प्रॉपर्ली और उनको लगता है कि यार ये बंदे बहुत ज्यादा मनी माइंडेड है या कुछ है, तो यू हैव टू आल्सो नेगोशिएट इन सच अ वे कि यू डोंट लुक लाइक अ मनी माइंडेड पर्सन, ठीक है। तो ये बहुत सारा चीजें हैं, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू टेल देम कि व्हाई यू आर वर्दी इनफ एंड देन यू हैव टू नेगोशिएट, समझ रहे हो? तो ऑल दीस थिंग्स प्ले आर इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, डोंट वरी, वी विल हेल्प यू विद some set of our rules which we have, ठीक है। I don't know whether that are the only set of rules, but I believe it's मतलब very very helpful and it has gotten a lot of people amazing language. जैसे तुम्हारा भी मनन, if I remember there was companies which was paying you 7.5-7 lakhs और फिर उन्होंने 8 लाख रुपए कर दिया था और फिर तुमने नहीं ज्वाइन किया था because Flexicon was giving you work from home. तो वैसे ही ठीक है, तो सब आर्ट है, टेंशन मत लो, ठीक है।
बहुत लोग फ्रंट एंड ढूंढ रहे थे, मनन तुम आ गए, आई थिंक सो फ्रंट एंड गाइस, या मनन इज योर
Yeah,
मैन,
if
आई थिंक।
anyone wants to ask me regarding like right.
So I think Manan, I think we can call you in a different session, I think so. We have,
Yeah,
because
sure.
yeah.
नहीं तो ये सेशन में
Yeah,
मैं भी
this
डर
one I
गया
had
अभी।
kind of lined up lot of. I did not realize I lined up a lot of backend guys. So in October, I think so. I should line you up. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. ठीक है, Tanya, we can go with you. Okay, too many questions are still remaining, and okay, we're out of time. 7 more minutes. Okay, Tanya, let's go quickly with you.
Yeah, so hi everyone. So this is my question to not just Yogesh but to all my mentors that so I've been giving several interviews. So even after solving a good number of questions, let's say 20-30 questions in a particular subject, like say arrays or linked list. So sometimes when we try to solve the question, we are midway through the question, but then we get stuck in the mid. So my question is, at that time, what should be our focus and how do we approach the question for that remaining part? And we can come across such situations in companies also when we have already solved a couple of questions, but then we encountered a new kind of question. So how do we break down that kind of question? What should be the approach?
यहाँ पे मतलब आई थिंक सो बहुत सिंपल अप्रोच है तान्या, मतलब लाइक द फर्स्ट अप्रोच, तुम्हें कोड नहीं लिखना है सबसे पहले, ठीक है। मतलब सबसे पहला चीज तो तुम्हें कोड नहीं लिखना है, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, ओके, कि कोड नहीं लिखना है तुम्हें पहले देखना है कि तुम्हें एंड टू एंड कुछ सोल्यूशन मिल रहा है कि नहीं। बिकॉज अगर तुम कोड लिखना स्टार्ट कर दो, इफ यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग द कोड द मिनट यू आर गिवन अ क्वेश्चन, राइट, दैट्स द एंड ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम। देन यू विल स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि ये कोड तो मैंने लिख लिया है, 10 लाइन ऑफ कोड लिख लिया, इसको रीयूज करना ही करना है। So you'll be always like कि इसको यूज तो करना ही करना है, तो किसी तरह घुसाते रहोगे। So rather than that, first take some time, think about the problem statement, think कि how will you solve, write it in a piece of paper, okay? Don't write code, write like pseudo code, basically write कि okay, I'll write something, I'll do this if logic यहाँ पे ऐसे करके दिमाग में चलाओ, ठीक है। फिर वो बन जाए, फिर start writing code, you'll write the best code then. And even in interviews, this is the practice which you should follow, like which all of you should follow, कि don't write code when they ask you to how will you solve this problem. Just tell them the approach, they'll tell you there's a better approach maybe, then you can do that better approach, and once they tell you to write the code, then only you write the code.
मतलब always take the consent also before writing the code, ठीक है, because they don't want मतलब they are looking out for a problem solver, not a solution guy, ठीक है। तो अब तुम क्या है कि तुम solution पहले without understanding the problem statement, if you are trying to jump, you will be just roaming around in the maze, ठीक है, और अटकते रहोगे and you will keep on making mistakes, ठीक है। तो always try to understand the problem statement first, brute force design करो, brute force मतलब input से output कैसे convert हो रहा है, and then try to understand कि क्या, like, is there any pattern which you are seeing through which you can optimize, ठीक है, and if you are seeing that pattern, then you have found a hint that which data structure you should be using, ठीक है तान्या. तो ये सब चीज मतलब with practice automatically it will come, ठीक है. अभी इसका कोई इजी सॉल्यूशन तो नहीं है, ठीक है, मतलब कि कैसे हो जाएगा, बिकॉज एट द एंड देयर विल बी, लेट्स से इवन इफ यू हैव सॉल्व 1000 क्वेश्चंस, देयर कैन बी 1001 क्वेश्चन दैट यू आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट, ठीक है, एंड इट विल कीप ऑन हैपनिंग, इट विल कीप ऑन हैपनिंग. बट क्या है ना कि हम लोग का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स शुड बी इन सच अ गुड लेवल दैट कोई भी नया क्वेश्चन दिखे तो एटलीस्ट कुछ तो समझ आ रहा हो कि कैसे, क्या, हाउ वी कैन गो अबाउट इट, हाउ, व्हाट इज द अप्रोच दैट वी कैन गो अबाउट, ठीक है. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
But okay, but don't you think when we try to learn so many ways of solving questions, it kind of restricts us as well, you know, like, okay, like we try to solve a question by 5-4 ways, and then also if it doesn't get solved, we get stuck.
नहीं तो वही बात है ना, तुमको वो 4-5 ways you have to always try to look at a question from the open mind, ठीक है. You don't have to think that okay I just know these 4-5 approaches so I have to fit these 4-5 approaches somewhere. ऐसा नहीं होगा, समझ रहे हो. The question can be very easy. I have seen people where, let's say, when I take interview for DE Shaw, I see people like I'm giving them a very simple question, but just because they think that it's a DE Shaw question, DE Shaw level question, so they will always try to use some head कि ये डेटा स्ट्रक्चर लगा दो, वो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर लगा दो. ऐसा नहीं होगा. So always first try to figure out the input to output, ठीक है. Brute force design करो, ठीक है. Once you are done with that, ask the interviewer whether it's good enough or not, ठीक है. He will tell you to optimize it, then only optimize it. ऐसे कौन तुमको बोल रहा है optimize करने के लिए, समझ रहे हो.
Yeah.
So that is the thing.
So okay, so one more question. I mean, I have asked 2 questions, but just last question. So a lot of times it's like I'm observing that I'm getting from the first round, like I'm getting selected in the machine coding round and the basics part. But when I'm going for the system design round, it is not going up to that level. Like, you know, like they're asking very advanced level concepts. Like I'm trying to answer that, but then I am not performing as much as they're expecting. I mean, they're expecting a lot of things. So I just wanted to ask, like, how do we deal better with system design
देखो
interview?
सिस्टम डिजाइन इंटरव्यूज ना, मतलब राइट नाउ लाइक इफ यू आर नॉट सिटिंग फॉर एन SD3 रोल, they don't want you to write the code for that. They just are checking your problem solving skills over there also. Let's say they are telling you to like basically create a system of make my trip or something. They just want you to see that, like, let's say if you're like approaching this problem statement from scratch, how will you approach it and how will you design the entire workflow of that. ठीक है. There are a couple of videos which are available on the internet. I'll just point you to those. ठीक है. तुम्हारा क्या होगा ना, like you will automatically, there are 5-6 videos only, right? जैसे अभी right now there was one like Sharpnarian who had cracked Flipkart, ठीक है. So I just recommended him that. So Flipkart में LLD पूछा जाता है, 4-5 videos and you will understand कि मतलब वहाँ पे कोई rocket science नहीं है, just logic what they are asking you, ठीक है. They are not asking to write the code और क्या पूरा डिजाइन कर दो सिस्टम को, ठीक है. They're just trying to understand कि let's say if you are approaching it, if you are approaching the problem statement from scratch, how will you approach it? They just want to check that. समझ रहे हो. So that is what they are looking out for. Until unless you are looking out for an SD3 role. SD3 role is somewhere around 60 to 70 lakh rupees base salary, ठीक है. तो अगर तुम वो रोल के लिए नहीं देख रहे हो, so you are good enough. System design at SD2 is not that difficult.
नहीं बट वही है सारे यहाँ पे. ओके योगेश, हाँ यू कैन गो. गया तुम्हारा एक्सपीरियंस, तुम्हें सिस्टम डिजाइन पूछा गया था वैसे?
ना सिस्टम डिजाइन नहीं पूछा था मुझसे.
सिस्टम डिजाइनर से बहुत कम ही पूछते हैं, मतलब बहुत ही रेयर.
मतलब फ्रेशर्स को तो नहीं पूछेंगे बिकॉज फ्रेशर्स दे डोंट हैव दैट एक्सपीरियंस, राइट? फ्रेशर 1 year एक्सपीरियंस, दे डोंट हैव दैट एक्सपीरियंस कि उनको
No,
सिस्टम.
but when you're going for a matlab, when you're going for a full stack engineer role in a startup company, sometimes they do ask you. Matlab, I think the second round they ask you very in-depth questions. So I think they're expecting a hell lot of things from a fresher.
नहीं यहाँ पे देखो सिस्टम डिजाइन में तुम मतलब बेसिकली तुम्हें यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि देन सिस्टम डिजाइन एक्चुअली उतना मुश्किल नहीं है. मतलब दे विल बी लुकिंग एट मोस्टली कि तुम्हारा डेटाबेस का स्कीमा कैसे डिजाइन करोगे, ठीक है, और मतलब क्या क्या यूज करोगे, मतलब फॉर फाइल हैंडलिंग अगर कुछ है तो. मतलब बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड चीजें है. मतलब आई थिंक वंस यू इफ यू डू द बैकएंड, वंस यू फिनिश द बैकएंड पोर्शन विद शार्पनर, वहां पे एकदम क्लियरली वो सब तुम सिस्टम, बिकॉज यू विल बी वर्किंग ऑन लाइक यू विल बी बिल्डिंग like basically apps which kind of like this is the chat app and then the expense tracker app, then like the e-commerce app and all these apps. So you'll be designing the system, like the entire system behind this. So and you'll be deploying it also AWS. So वो एक बार कर लोगे तो I think वहाँ पे confidence आ जाएगा तुम्हें. But मतलब ये लेवल पे पूछेंगे तुम्हें, मतलब ऐसा नहीं होगा कि तुम पूरा end to end like पूरा सिस्टम बता दो. वो एक थोड़ा सा ऊपर लेवल्स में है आई थिंक. सो एटलीस्ट 4 to 5 years of experience में ही पूछते हैं.
No, they're telling me that how are you actually deploying. Deploying part is okay, but I don't know what they're expecting from me to answer. Like how the process, like how you are implementing through the terminal from to Heroku, like the pipeline, or what they're trying to ask in that.
ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन मुझे एक बार भेजो, मैं तुम्हें बताता हूँ. कुछ ज्यादा ही पूरा स्टार्टअप्स अब डिपेंड करता है ना, मतलब ऐसे.
स्टार्टअप डिपेंड्स करता है ना.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Thank you.
श्योर. सुमाइस.
So we should end this session now, I guess.
थोड़ा सा ज्यादा ही हो
Because
गया
it's a
question.
never-ending thing. ठीक
Okay,
है.
let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Let's do one question each, and let's end it. Okay, one question each only. Sumais, you can go fast. Sumais.
Yeah. Hi Vaibhav. Hi Yash. Basically, congratulations Yogesh. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि कौन सी ऐसी लैंग्वेज पकड़ें, मतलब शुरुआत में जो आसान भी हो और जल्द से जल्द आपको जॉब रेडी भी कर दे और आगे के लिए भी वो ना फ्यूचर प्रूफ भी हो. जैसे बेसिकली मैंने CSS और आपका C++ और जावा, सिंपल जावा को ट्राई करा है, बट बहुत टफ लगा शुरुआत में. सो जैसे जावा स्क्रिप्ट में भी मतलब ट्राई कर रहा हूँ सीखने के लिए, तो आसान है, समझ में आ रहा है, तो कौन सा लैंग्वेज ऐसा पकड़ा जाए जो शुरुआत से भी अच्छा हो और जल्द से जल्द जॉब रेडी कर पाए.
देखो समझ यार, ये डिपेंड आपके ऊपर करेगा कि आपको वेब डिजाइनिंग करना है या फिर आपको बैकएंड पार्ट में रहना है. क्योंकि आफ्टर अगर आपको वेब डिजाइनिंग करना है तो फ्रंट एंड तो आपको सीखना पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट सीख लो, डोम मैनिपुलेशन बहुत इजी रहेगा आपके लिए, एंड एवरीथिंग इज गुड फॉर यू.
मतलब जल्द से जल्द जो ना ये आपको जॉब रेडी कर पाएगा, मतलब 2-3
मतलब बिकॉज लाइक इन जनरल क्या है ना, जावास्क्रिप्ट का ये बेनिफिट है कि बैकएंड भी जावास्क्रिप्ट में है, फ्रंट एंड भी जावास्क्रिप्ट में, सब कुछ. हाँ मतलब अगर कुछ भी नहीं, हाँ डीएसए भी जावास्क्रिप्ट में ही कर लो, मतलब ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ, अगर तुम कोई और लैंग्वेज में नहीं कोड की हो पहले तो.
एग्जैक्टली. जैसे आई एम कंफर्टेबल विद पाइथन, तो उसके बाद मुझे जेएस अच्छी लगी. मतलब जावा लाइक ये तो कुछ और ही लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे.
नहीं, एक ही स्टिक करो. अगर कंफर्टेबल विद पाइथन हो तो डीएसए पाइथन में कर लो, एंड देन लाइक वंस यू मूव टू डेवलपमेंट यू कैन डू जावास्क्रिप्ट. दैट्स आल्सो इज फाइन, बिकॉज वो चलेगा. मतलब बट एक को स्टिक करो. अब मतलब एक बार सोच लो कि ये करना है और यही करना है, सब कुछ फ्यूचर प्रूफ है ऐसे.
बट ये बताया जाता है ना कि आपको जावा या C++ में से आपको मतलब जो बड़ी वो है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से इसमें कोडिंग करती है, मतलब ये इनके जो पुराने कोड्स हैं उसमें लिखे हुए हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या करे बंदा, मतलब फ्यूचर प्रूफ रखने के लिए?
नहीं वैसा कुछ नहीं. देखो इन जनरल, देखो every organization right now is using microservices. Okay, I think Pristine में भी यही होगा. मतलब Java, Spring Boot, Node.js,
Node.js, React,
सभी है, सबके लिए ओपनिंग्स है. ठीक है, एंड कल जाके कुछ और आएगा तो उसका भी होगा. ठीक है, गोलैंग करके अभी बहुत ज्यादा फेमस हो रहा है, तो वो सब भी आएगा. एक चीज सीख जाओगे तो सबका सिमिलर पैटर्न है, तो वो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ट्रांजिशन में. मतलब मैं एग्जांपल पेपैल का हमेशा देते रहता हूँ कि पेपैल जावा स्प्रिंग बूट से Node.js गया है. ठीक है, तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि दे फायर्ड ऑल द Node.js guys, Java guys. Okay, they just made the Java Spring Boot guys understand Node.js, which is very easy. समझ, एक बार एक चीज सीख जाओगे तो हो जाएगा सब.
सो जेएस तो फाइन, मतलब पकड़ लो इसको अच्छे से.
जेएस पकड़ लो एकदम बस. ठीक है, लेट्स गो नेक्स्ट. ओके, कोडम यू कैन गो नेक्स्ट. श्रीमान नारायण.
Hi Yogesh, congratulations first of all.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yogesh. Actually, are you still continuing this course? I mean, front end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, thank you. That's it.
That's it. Okay, Zubair, let's go with you.
First of all, congrats to Yogesh. My question is same that कि मतलब आपका
Zubair,
तो अगर प्लेसमेंट राउंड.
why your voice is not audible, Zubair?
Hello, is it okay?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
it's better.
Is it okay? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था योगेश कि जैसे
आपका
प्लेसमेंट हो गया, प्लेसमेंट के बाद यहाँ शासना ने आपको फ्रंट एंड के लिए पूछा था कि आपको करना है या नहीं.
Yeah.
मतलब खुला हुआ है, दरवाजा खुला हुआ है भाई, आ जाओ. सेम क्वेश्चन.
और तीन
जुबैर अभी देखो यहाँ पे अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग कि तुम जितना ज्यादा करोगे उतना ज्यादा बेटर जॉब लगाओगे और उतना ज्यादा बेटर पैसे हम लोग को मिलेंगे.
देखो मेरा कहना ये ना कि अभी अगर बैकएंड में लगता ना तो 4 या 5 मंथ बैकएंड को दो, थोड़ा समझो प्रोजेक्ट में हो क्या रहा है, कैसा चल रहा है प्रोजेक्ट. उसके बाद तो शार्प में खुला ही है, फिर आप चला जाओ 4 5 मंथ में रिएक्ट सीखने वहाँ पर.
हाँ ये भी सही है, पर मेरा ये था कि जैसे बैकएंड के बाद आप प्लेसमेंट, हाँ मैं ये पूछ रहा था, ऐसे बैकएंड के बाद आप प्लेसमेंट में हो जाते हो और बाय द वे आपका प्लेसमेंट हो भी जाता है, तो आपका उसके बाद आप फ्रंट एंड करोगे तो भी आपको क्या, मतलब ये मेंटर से मेरा क्वेश्चन था, तो आपको फिर पे करना होगा कि मेरा उसी में इंक्लूड रहेगा दोबारा?
नहीं, पे नहीं करना
स्टैक
पड़ेगा.
के लिए
प्रिपरेशन हमेशा फ्री है. देखो प्रिपरेशन इज ऑलवेज फ्री जुबैर, ठीक है. कोई पैसा नहीं देना पड़ता है तुमको प्रिपरेशन का कुछ भी, ठीक है. तो यू कैन कम एनी टाइम एंड देन कंटिन्यू विद दिस.
Okay, sir, that's it. No more question.
Hi, sorry for interrupting.
Nikhil, you want to go next?
Hi, Yogesh.
Okay, रुक
Why
जाओ.
have you,
Go ahead, Nishan, go ahead.
why have you chosen the backend over front end? Because in front end we have to learn just the React, but in backend we have to learn Node.js, we have to learn a database, and we need to learn extra frameworks.
Simply say you like the car. You like the car? Hello?
Huh?
You like the car?
Yeah, I have not. No, I've not on. The front end part is easy, right? Compared to
Front
back
end part is
Why
like
have
the
you chosen
car.
over?
The front end part is like the car. You can see the car, you can see the front end page, web page. It's very good. But the mechanism to make the car or the mechanism to build the, build the pages, it's in the backend part. And I like the backend part because you can build yourself. You don't have to depend anywhere. Front end part you can learn. Yeah, front end is good. If you learn the backend whole process, the backend part, how it's doing, how the API is calling, how the API is going from the web pages, then you can build any website, anything.
Okay.
So I chooses the backend part. That's why.
Okay. Thank you.
Nishant, you want to go next?
Hello.
Yeah, Nishant.
I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yogesh, I want to ask that did you get any work from home opportunities?
Yeah. Okay.
And how much you were offered in that?
Yeah, I get approximately 8.5 or 9.
Okay. And what was the maximum package you were offered?
As maximum is my offer is from some company in the Bangalore, I think. Yes, it's from the Bangalore. It's from the Tirundam side. It's very deep inside.
How much was
Tirundam
it?
side, I get them. It's approximately 14.5. Like.
Okay. And my next question is, how much of DSA you are using in your current job role?
DSA, yeah, in every function we have to use the DSA part. Not in every function, you have to deal. You can see the function, you have to automatically remember. Yeah, this is a DSA section. You have to apply
Okay.
some DSA method here.
And how many questions were from DSA and what was the difficulty level on an average?
Interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were asking from low to high difficulty questions. Last year, the difficulty question I faced is the BST one. They asked me BST.
And what was the emphasis on syntax and code efficiency? I mean, in the sense of time complexity and space complexity.
In the BST, when I make the BST code, I forgot to apply the time complexity also. So they're asking me to, this is taking more time. And I'm saying, yeah, time complexity. I just forgot that part. Time complexity lagana bhi idhar. Time complexity also matter.
But
Okay.
it matters
So
a lot. Time complexity बहुत ज़्यादा matter करता है. At the end अगर company difficult question पूछ रही है, brute force करना बहुत easy है, ठीक है. But in order to make it optimized, ठीक है, you have to use time complexity. That is where data structure comes into play.
Yeah, even in this company, they say I make the function, it's going good, it's working, is perfect. The front end come and say, yeah, time बहुत ले रहा है यार. So please do the time complexity. मैंने कि अब तो time complexity लगानी पड़ेगी. So I write the program again. In the time complexity,
Okay.
I see the where should I apply the time complexity. It's better to see I write program again for the time complexity and say, बोला लो भाई, अब नहीं आएगी.